Welcome to this session of Standard 9, Subject History, Chapter 5, Education. Children, here is another topic which we are going to see now onwards, all the Research Institute. First we are going to see for the science and that. In the post-independence period in 1950, the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, that is CSIR, was established with the objective to promote scientific research in the country and to take the benefit of the research to all people. Research began in the field of physics and chemistry, pharmaceutical, etc. In order that the industry benefit from this research, contracts were signed with the Industrial Institute. It helped to reduce our imports and save our foreign currency. This institute also motivated fundamental research. The achievements of CSIR include making the ink used for the voters' fingers during the elections, medicines for malaria, elephantiasis and tuberculosis, etc. It used DNA fingerprint for the first time in India. So we come to know that CSIR, which was established in 1950 with an objective to promote scientific research in the country and to take the benefit of the research to all the people. It initiated research in the fields like physics, chemistry, pharmaceutical, food processing and mining. The CSIR signed contracts with the industrial institutes so that the industry could benefit from the research. This further helped to reduce imports and save foreign currency. The institute also motivated fundamental research. The laboratories of the council had a major role in bringing back to the country the students who had gone abroad for higher education. Mathematics. The National Institute for the Research in Mathematical and Physical Science in Tamil Nadu was established in the year 1962. It encouraged the highest level of research in mathematics. As you can see the logo of it, children, the Institute of Mathematical Science and Mathematical Science Foundation. This institute, its goal is to promotion of the mathematics. Its application is for all the level of the children, right from the school to the college, to do the research work. Children, here we are going to see about the computers. In 1969, we made the first indigenous computer, was made by the Indian Statistical Institute and Jadavpur University working together, named the ISIJU computers. In the year 1974, an American contract in the area of software industry was given to Tata Consultancy Services, that is TCS. In 1988, the central government established the Center for Development for Advanced Computing, that is CDAC, in Pune, and in the year 1991, the center under the leadership of Dr. Vijay Bhatkar developed Param 8000 supercomputer. So we can see in the year 1969, the Indian Statistical Institute and Jadavpur University together made the first indigenous computer named ISIJU. Later, in the year 1974, the software industry began in India with an American contract in the area of software production was obtained by Tata Consultancy Services, that is TCS. However, in the year 1987, Americans refused to allow India to get a supercomputer. This led to the discussion by Rajiv Gandhi government to develop a supercomputer indigenously. In the year 1988, the Center for Development for Advanced Computing CDAC was established in Pune by the central government. In the year 1991, this center developed the supercomputer Param 8000 under the leadership of Dr. Vijay Bhatkar. Bhabha Atomic Research Center. This institute has conducted valuable research in the fields of nuclear physics, solid-state physics, spectroscopy, chemical and life sciences. It also started a school to train scientists for setting up nuclear reactors. With the image you must have come to know, children, this is a Bhabha Atomic Research Center. Dr. Bhabha established the BARC training school to cater the manpower needs of expanding atomic energy research and development program. BARC is also known as the mother of research and development institutes such as RRCAT, VECC, etc., which carry out pioneer research on nuclear and accelerator technologies and industrial establishment such as NPCIL, NFC, etc. Indian Institute of Technology. India's first IIT setup was at Kharagpur in West Bengal in 1951. The objective of this institute was that higher and advanced education in all the branches of engineering should be available in India and meet the country's need. The college at Powai, Chennai, Kanpur were converted into IITs. Many countries building up these institutes. In the decades of 1980 to 1990 in IIT, large number of IIT students began to leave for foreign, causing the brain drain crisis. This situation changed after 1990. IITs also established at Guwahati, Assam in 1994 and in Roorkee in 2001. So we come to know, your children, that the Indian Institute of Technology, that is IIT, was set up in India with an objective to meet the country's need by making higher and advanced education in all the branches of engineering available throughout the country. With this aim, the first IIT was set up at Kharagpur in West Bengal in 1951. Later, the engineering college at Powai, Chennai, Kanpur and New Delhi were converted into IITs. These institutes also receive help from the Soviet Union, America, Germany and UNESCO. IITs were also established at Guwahati, Assam in 1994 and in Roorkee in 2001. Indian Institute of Management. A high quality of engineers were qualified from IITs. The center and Gujarat government started to mold skilled managers. Harvard School in America to set up IIM in Ahmedabad. Other IIM have set up at Kolkata, Bangalore, Lucknow, Kozhikode, Indore and Shillong. So in the year, the Indian Institute of the Management was established in the year 1961 on 13th November, first time in Calcutta, and it was named other as IIM Calcutta. This Institute of Management was set up for the studies of the management, education and research in India. So the Harvard Business School in America helped to set up IIM at Ahmedabad, and many branches, as you can see on the screen, Kolkata, Bangalore, Lucknow, Kozhikode, Indore and Shillong were also set up for as more students were getting diverted toward the IIT education. Children, here it is, do you know? Systematic training in any aspect of filmmaking is given at the Film and Television. At Institutes of India, facilities were made available for imparting scientific training at these institutes in all aspects of filmmaking, such as directions, editing and acting. This institute inherited the legacy of Prabhat Film Company of Pune, became famous all over the world. With this, we come to know the Film and Television Institute of India provides systematic training in different aspects of filmmaking. And the institute inherited the legacy of Prabhat Film Company of Pune and became famous all over the world. Popularly known as Prabhat Films Production Company and Film Studios was found on 1st June 1929 by the noted film director V. Shantaram and his friends. It was based on mythological stories.